Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to discuss 2020's version of election night in America, which should really be called election week in America. Now most states will probably still be called on election night like normal, but it likely won't be enough to declare a winner. In fact, it may take up to 2 weeks for major networks to eventually declare a winner in this race because of how many mail-in ballots are being sent in right now. However, saying that, there is still a very good chance we'll be able to tell who will ultimately win the election on election night as usual. This is because there are 3 critical toss-up states that could be called for either candidate on election night, and they are Arizona, Florida, and North Carolina. Other less competitive battlegrounds I expect to be called on November 3rd are Texas, Ohio, and Colorado, but those 3 aren't anywhere near as crucial as the other 3. The reason for these 6 states specifically being listed in yellow as called though is because they will all start counting their mail-in ballots before election day. In Florida's case, they will begin counting mail-in ballots a full 3 weeks before the election. Obviously, there still is a chance we won't have any calls in these states here, depending on how close all of the races are. But what we do know is that we most definitely will not have calls in Nevada, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Georgia because their state laws mandate that ballots can't start being counted until election day itself. And those are 88 electoral votes now in black that could swing the election in either direction. But in this video, we are going to focus on the other 120 listed in yellow. I feel pretty confident saying that the states of Texas and Ohio will go to Donald Trump, while Colorado will go to Joe Biden. The only thing really to watch for in these states are the margins. If it looks like Trump will win in Texas or Ohio by less than 2 percentage points, chances are that Joe Biden is much more likely to win the Electoral College. If Trump were to win by closer to 5 or 6 points, though, in each state, well then we could be in for a long week or 2. However, in the race to 270, Biden holds 213 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 182 electoral votes, which all things considered is pretty close. And that makes the 3 states remaining even more critical. If Trump were to win all 3 of these states on election night, he would take a 24-vote lead and, in all likelihood, declare victory, which actually would not be as premature as you might think, especially if he wins each state by over a percentage point, because that would suggest he is outperforming polls by quite a bit, and Biden's lead in other states could very well be in danger. Now, on the other hand, if Joe Biden were to win all 3 of these states, as polls right now would suggest, he would get up to 268 electoral votes, and Trump's chances would basically be 0. In fact, the president would have to win every state in black, including the Democratic states of Nevada, New Hampshire, and Minnesota. And so the point is, if this scenario were to occur, it would be over before it's even over. However, the most likely scenario is that Biden and Trump split these states in some way, shape, or form. My own personal belief is that President Donald Trump will hold on to the state of North Carolina, while former Vice President Joe Biden flips the state of Arizona. If that were to happen, it would leave Florida as the deciding factor in how everybody would feel going to bed on November 3rd. If Trump were to win Florida, he would take a 2-vote lead, and spirits would be pretty low at the Biden headquarters, even though the rest of the map would favor their nominee. Because even if Florida were to go red, all Biden would need to do is hold on to Nevada, New Hampshire, and Minnesota, then flip just 2 in any combination of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and he leads in polling in all 3 of those states. So even with his victory in Florida, Trump would still face an uphill battle. He would look to hold on to Georgia and Iowa, and he would have to do the exact same as Biden, win any 2 of the 3 Rust Belt states in which he is actually currently losing. Now, the final scenario is that Biden wins in Arizona and Florida, in which case he would be at 253 votes, just 17 away from the presidency, at which point all he would need to do is hold on to the blue states of Nevada, New Hampshire, and Minnesota, and that would be that. So yes, there most likely will be an election week, but we will be able to tell pretty soon who wins the presidency, possibly even on election night. That does it for today's video though. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out more videos from my channel here as well. Thank you all so much for watching and tune in next time. EP out.